Hey guys, Val Nichols here, coming at you live from the sauna. I thought it would be super fun to do something different, and I'll show you guys around. Really cool. Like, this is our wood-fired sauna. There's like the little ladle thing that you scoop the water on. I'll show you guys here. It's really pretty. It's really cool. My husband built this sauna because, for those of you who don't know, we have a camper sauna that he built for us for our honeymoon, and it upgraded to the sauna. So yeah, so you can see there's like a temperature gauge and like a humidity thing. So I'm here in the sauna. It's done. It's finished. We took our first sauna the other night. So if you want to come sauna with us, let me know. Drop some comments below. But while you're jumping on, say hi, because Facebook is not letting me know who's on here. I can see that there's people, but I can't see who's on here. So again, I'm live in the sauna. So if it's a little bit echoey, just let me know if you guys can't hear me. But let me know, where are you watching from? Where are you? What are you doing this weekend? What's up? I want to talk to you guys today because it's Valentine's Day, right? And Valentine's Day is actually this super monumental day for me because it was 2 years ago today. Oh my gosh, which reminds me, I need to renew my business license right now. Anyway, it was 2 years ago today that I renewed my business license and took out, started operating as Val Nichols LLC. And the thing is, I was in a corporate job. I was killing it, you guys. I was totally on top of my game. I was hitting highest commissions. I had this beautiful office, a gorgeous title, because at the time, you guys, I am a recovering perfectionist, and I always thought that like chasing the title or chasing the money was what I needed. Oh gosh, sorry, lost you for a second. But here's the thing, like, I was in this corporate job and I was killing it. I was on top of my game. Everything on the outside looked perfect. I had an almost six-figure salary. Like, I was just under six figures in my first year at this job as a marketing and sales director. And things were great. Like, nothing was really wrong. And I was helping people. I was making a difference in people's lives. But here's the thing. I would come home at night, and for some reason, I still felt empty. Right? Like, I had everything. The car, the house, the husband, the title, the job, the office, everything on the outside looked perfect, right? Everything looked great. But I still felt super unfulfilled, and like I knew that I was created for something more. I would come home at night and I wouldn't understand why I would feel so lost. I wouldn't understand why I would come home and just feel so unfulfilled. And the thing is that nobody tells you is that, when you're constantly pursuing, and I hope that you guys will hook onto this before the end of this live, that if you're chasing money, if you're chasing power, if you're chasing prestige, like, it will never work. It will never work. Because here's the secret, like, money, if you're chasing the money, you're never going to make it, because even, in my business, like, I can hit, $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 months, and I still don't feel like I've arrived, right? But in my corporate job, I was just feeling empty. Like, I was feeling like there was so much more. And I remember, like, dreading going to work on Mondays. Again, there was nothing wrong. Like, there was nothing on the outside that looked wrong, but I would be dreading going to work on Monday, thinking, is this really it? Is this really all there is for me? And I remember thinking, it was 2 years ago in February that one cold morning, I was just thinking, like, this can't be it. This cannot be my end all be all. Like, going to work, having the golden handcuffs, like I call it, where I'm at my office, I'm doing these things, and I'm literally just like, I felt kind of trapped. I felt like me sitting in an office all day, making a little bit of a difference. My reach, hitting like one person at a time was all right. But I knew that I was created for so much more. I knew in my heart that I had been created for something so much more. And so that February morning, I mean, I remember getting my business license 2 years ago today, on February 14th of 2018, feeling so scared, feeling terrified, but also feeling really excited. Feeling so scared. And you guys, I don't want you to think that I don't get scared, because I am scared in my business and my life almost every day. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Growth is scary. Hiring staff is scary. Raising your prices is scary. Doing the work it takes to get here is scary. You guys, I'm scared all the time in my business. Like, I do ministry, I'm in my business, like, it's scary. But here's the difference. I wake up in the morning and I say, okay, great, I'm scared. So let's go. Let's do this. Let's rally. Let's get it going. Let's, I cheer my way through it. And here's the difference between someone who is has a hobby and a successful business. Because if you're not making money in your business, it's a hobby. It is not a business, right? There's a lot of people out there who are entrepreneurs or have businesses that are not, it's a hobby. They're not making money. They're not really serious. They're not all in. Their skin is not in the game. Let me tell you, my skin is in the freaking game. Here's the difference between someone who has a hobby or someone who's dabbling in a business and someone who's successful is they show up and they do it even when they're scared. Even when they're scared, they show up, right? This is the biggest difference. And another thing that really sets people apart who are successful is they make decisions based on investment and logic, long term. They don't make desperate short term decisions. These are the people you see popping in your inbox who are hey girl, I'm trying to meet my goal and hit whatever by the end of February. That is short term goal people. And they might get some success. Don't get me wrong. A lot of those people have just been taught to do things that way. It's not their fault. But that's the short term, desperate decisions that people are making in their business, where you want to be long term. You guys, I'm sitting in a project right now, I showed you guys earlier, but this sauna was a year-long process that we dedicated. I say we because I'm a business partner in this business, a business. We, again, we're not making money off it right now because the sauna just got built, but we were looking at long-term investment. This has been up and running for a year. We've made $0 from this business, but it's still it's a long-term thing. And we are looking at the investment. So if you guys are, looking for that quick fix, that short-term thing, that's great. But if you really seriously want to build a serious business and you're in it for the long term, then keep on listening, because I hope by the end of this, you will realize that if you're chasing money, passion is always going to win. Purpose is always going to win. For me, purpose always trumps the money. Purpose and passion, because when you're at a place like I am in my business right now, where I work less than I did when I started my business 2 years ago. I work less, and it feels less stressful. It feels easier. It feels light. And I make more money than I did 2 years ago in my corporate job. And it's easy. It doesn't even feel like work, you guys. I'm also, right now I'm doing ministry at my church, and that takes a lot of my time too, but it doesn't feel like work. It lights me up. It fires me up, because you know what? I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for God leading me here. I would not be where I'm at today if it wasn't for God opening those doors. And I would not be here today if it wasn't for that day 2 years ago when God put the vision on my heart that I would be on stages talking to people, creating impact, making a difference in people's lives. Because you guys, that's all I've ever wanted to do in my life. And today, every single day in my recovery, in my ministry, in my business, in my personal life, I am living, breathing, eating, living out. Every single day, I get to make a difference in people's lives. And that is huge, because I've always been the type of person who's chased after significance and chased after purpose. And it's funny because once I stopped chasing it, it found me. And that's true for significance, for purpose, for success, for money. Once I stopped chasing it, it found me. And that was all through doing the work of finding out, what is my passion? What is my purpose? What is my sweet spot? Operating from your sweet spot is so important, you guys, because here's the thing, like, you can't get mad at a fish for not being able to climb a tree, right? But what's crazier than that, let me repeat that. You can't get mad at a fish for not being able to climb a tree, right? Because that's not its sweet spot. A fish was not designed to climb a tree. Just like not everyone was designed to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone was designed to be on stages and talk in front of hundreds of people like I am. That's my purpose. That's my passion. It's what lights me up. And the more crazy thing is, you can't be a fish and get mad at yourself for not being able to climb a tree. You can't be a fish and get mad at yourself for not being able to climb a tree. You can't. You got to find out what your purpose is, what your passion is, what your sweet spot is. And you got to operate from that. Because you guys, I spent way too much of my life trying to fit into this box, trying to fit into the mold of what I thought I should do. Because I really did think that all through my 20s, I chased this idea that if I just got to the top of the corporate ladder, if I just hit that 6-figure mark, if I just had the benefits and the insurance and the car and the husband and the house and all of that, that I would be happy. Guess what? I got it all, and I still wasn't happy. I got it all, and I wasn't happy. By the outside standards, the world standards, I was so successful. People were envious of the things I had in my corporate job and in my life and in my world. And here I was 2 years ago to the day, purchasing my business license, scared out of my freaking mind, terrified because I had no idea what I was going to do. I had no idea what I was doing. And I had no idea because I was so afraid to tell my husband that I wanted to leave my corporate job and go back into business coaching. Terrified, you guys. And it was still 2 months. I will admit this today. It was 2 months. It was February when I purchased my license and I got a business coach. And it was April when I finally told my husband that this was my plan. I was terrified that he was going to laugh at me, that he was going to make fun of me, that he wasn't going to get it, that he wasn't going to support it. 2 months before I was able to even tell my husband. Elizabeth Valdez! Girl, we need to talk. We need to chat. I will hit you up on Voxer because I don't think I ever told you the idea I have. I'm such a dork. Oh my gosh. Elizabeth, you would love it. Sorry guys, I'm going to go off on a little rant here, but I went into my mom's work and brought her this huge box of candy and flowers, and I sang to her, and all of her coworkers are looking at me, and I was like, HCL, what? This is a stretch. I love it. So, yes, I will text you. Right after this. So, yeah, guys, this is it. This is the journey. And if you feel that tug on your heart, if you feel like maybe you're one of those women that's sitting here right now going, yeah, this is great that you found your purpose, and this is great that you found your passion, but here's the thing, it wasn't an overnight job. Thank you for the hearts. I love you. Happy Valentine's Day. It was not an overnight thing. You guys, I fought my passion and I fought my purpose for years. I started out as a life coach in 2014 and went back to corporate because I was scared, because I had fraud syndrome. I had money issues, money mindset issues. And you guys, this is everything I teach now because I've gone through it, right? It took me 4 years from when I started my business, and then I quit, went back to corporate to start it back up again, you guys. And I don't want any of you to sit in that. You might be one of those women right now who's like, yeah, great. So I have 20 ideas. I have 20 business ideas, but what do I do? Or you might be one of those women right now that's saying yeah, so I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I just don't do it. I know that I have a purpose. I know I have a passion. And, I've Googled and I've watched all the gurus, and I've been watching you for years, and I know what I'm supposed to be doing, but I just don't do it. Elizabeth says, oh my gosh, Val, you've helped me so much with my purpose and passion. Oh, stop it. I'm going to cry. I love you. Back and forth is so familiar. Yes, 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 girl. I get it. And I did that too. Like, I used to just sit in that analysis paralysis for sure. I used to sit in that indecision where I wouldn't make a decision, and then opportunities would pass, and then things would go by, and I would miss out on it, and I would be so mad at myself, and then another year would go by, and I would promise myself, this is the year that I would do it. This is the year I'm really going to go after my passion. And it wasn't until I learned that I actually have to take action. I actually have to do something. Like, I actually have to take action. And another thing I've learned is that, you know, like, the difference between successful and a non-successful entrepreneur is successful entrepreneurs and successful leaders make decisions quickly. I used to get so pissed when my business coach would say that. Money loves speed, money loves speed, money loves speed. And I was like, shut up. But it's true, you guys. Like, honestly, like, we have to learn how to make decisions quickly. And the less we can sit in that idle, the less we can sit in that, like, indecisive analysis paralysis, then yes, action cures anxiety 100%. You guys, I am coming to terms with the fact that I am someone that is very riddled with anxiety. I thought that was something in my past, but I'll be honest with you guys, it's become very relevant and very obvious in my life that I still very much deal with that today. I really honestly thought that that was gone and over. But I'm just going to pull back the curtains here and tell you guys, like, it's still very real. Like, I have nights where I don't sleep because I get so much anxiety about just things that, like, is not even, like, it's not even relevant. It's really not that important. Like, it's not like these overt, like, these things, like these, it's not even like life and death things. It's just like, I think about how my next summit is going to, like, my next online show is going to turn out. Or I think about, like, who I should be talking to get them on my shows, because I have some really big names coming up on, I have two online shows coming up. For those of you who watched my my Wild Tribe Summit, I had some amazing women on there. And I have one that's coming up that's like a faith-based online show. And then I have another one that's like really thick into business. So keep your eyes open for that. It's going to be amazing. We have an amazing year coming up. My team and I are planning out some just awesome things that I can't even, you guys, I'm so excited about. So I don't sleep because I get so, like, lit up. I get so, like, passionate and on fire about these things. And I don't know if that's anxiety or if that's just my mind getting so crazy because I'm so in love with my life. But, yeah, you guys, I still have fear. Like, I still have these things. The only difference between someone who has fear and, like, sits in it and doesn't take action, and someone who sits in it or has fear and still takes action, like, that is the determining factor right there. That's the key. So, yeah, I just want to let you guys know I love you so much. Happy Valentine's Day, Elizabeth. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you so much for anyone else who's watching. Facebook is not telling me. I can see that there's people watching, but I don't see who it is. Oh no, it's not working at all. It's excitement. Yes, it is. It's totally excitement. And I'm excited for this weekend because we have tons of fun things happening. My husband and I have big plans. We're having lots of dates this weekend, which is great. Never stop dating your spouse, you guys. It's so much fun. I just went and got him a dozen IPAs. He drinks beer. I don't. But, yeah, I just went and got him a dozen IPAs because, you know, like a dozen roses, a dozen beers, you know, whatever. It's cute. I do it every year. So, yeah. And yeah, you guys too, I'm really excited because Monday, who is excited for my free 3-day training? It is called Love Your Purpose. It is all about, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling stuck, maybe if you're that woman who's saying, yeah, I have a million ideas, I just don't know which one to pinpoint. Like, you're a great starter, and maybe you have all these ideas and all these things you want to do, or if you're that woman who just wants to feel lit up again. If you want to be the woman who is, like, so on fire to wake up and get out of bed because you can't wait to work, like, you guys, this is literally me. Like, I cannot wait to get on and start serving my people. Like, I can't wait to get on my emails and, like, who is this woman? I don't know, but, like, I love my life today. If you want to have that passion, you want to have that purpose, maybe you have no idea what your purpose is. Maybe you have no idea what your spiritual gifts are. Maybe you have no idea what your sweet spot is. We are going to talk all about that in my 3-day, it's called Love Your Purpose. If you scroll down, you will find a link and you can just join in. I'll add you to the Facebook group. I know Elizabeth's in there. She's excited. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It's going to be super fun. I would love to have you. It's free. You're going to get to try out some of my style. And as you guys know, I'm super high energy. I over deliver. It's going to be super fun. It's going to be 3 days, supported live trainings, some fun sheets to work on. I don't want to say homework because I don't like that word, but some fun sheets to work on that are going to help you really dive into your passion and your purpose. I also have a sweet spot guide where you'll be able to find out where your passion and what is your sweet spot. What are you operating in that? It's going to be so much fun. So join me. I would love to have you. Again, guys, thanks for watching me, even though it's been kind of bouncy and I don't have my tripod out here because I am in the sauna. I'm in the brand new sauna that we just got done. We didn't just get done. My husband just got it done. I'll show you guys again. Super cool. There's a thermometer that tells you how high it is. We got it up to 165 the other day. It was super fun. It was cool. And then this really cool sliding door. Isn't that beautiful? He made this really cool. It's a barn door kind of sliding door thing. Super fun. So I love you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. Don't forget to sign up for my Love Your Purpose free 3-day training. It's going to be amazing. Wishing you all a very beautiful Valentine's Day, whether if you're married, if you're single, if you're wish you were single, wherever you're at in the spectrum. Just know that I love you and just know that you too can love your purpose. Mwah. Bye, guys.